Oh, yeah. Happy Thursday, everybody. That coffee's hot this morning. Man. All right. How's everybody doing? Happy Friday Eve. Happy Thursday, January 16th, the 74th coffee session. Can you believe that? 74. Crazy. Hope everybody's doing well. I see we got a little bit of a crowd over there in YouTube land. Um, Maybe even a couple of folks on Facebook or so. Let me see who's over here. Dave Clemens is in the house. Good morning to you, Dave. Good to see you. Troy Pritchard. Good morning. Thanks for the thumbs up, Troy. I appreciate it. Larry Galt's here this morning. How you doing, Larry? Good to see you. Dave says, morning, Troy and Larry. Yeah, okay, cool. Kevin Els is watching again this morning from, um, let's see, South Africa, I think. Somewhere in Africa, I think. Um, just wondering, Kevin, do you know how many consecutive coffee sessions you've made it here? Because it seems like you're here all the time, and I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Troy Pritchard says no problem on the thumbs up. Thank you, Troy. You the man. Gary Hammett in the house this morning. Um, Still need to work on that picture there, Gary. Troy does too. See, Troy doesn't have a picture either, so I like to see picture logos or something. Hobbies, all the joys of waking up to an alarm. Yeah. There's worse things in life. Let's see. Steve Gronsky says, "Good morning, all. 29 degrees this morning. They're calling for some snow later. Oh my gosh." Looky here, Janet's watching over there on Facebook. Good morning to you, Janet. Hope you got some coffee. Ryan Ballard's in the house. How you doing, Ryan? David Jones from Portal Woodworks. Thank you for watching, David. I appreciate it. Ronald Cool. Ronald, I think I saw a post. You're out of the hospital now. I hope you're getting all healed up good. Joey Spain Howard over there on Facebook. Good morning to you, Joey. Good to see you on the coffee sessions. Earl Walker. Morning, everyone. 36 degrees, getting colder to 22 tomorrow at 8 a.m. Some snow. Yeah, and he's in Ohio. So Jim Rockwell's watching this morning. Good morning, Jim. Appreciate you checking us out over on the Facebook. Let's see who else we got here. Terry Norton. Good morning, Terry. How are you? Joe Hartley says, "How are you doing? Watching from my treadmill." Wow. You make me feel bad because here I'm just sitting here. Uh, I don't think I could do a coffee session live from my treadmill because I'd be so out of breath. I wouldn't even be able to talk while I'm doing that. Wilson Rubottom, good morning, sir. Glad to see you here. Paul Stewart's in the house. Good morning. Love the Cam Master there. Terry Norton says about 5 inches of fresh snow in Essex, Vermont. Oh, man. You can keep it, Terry. I don't want any of it. Yep, Ronald says he's out of the hospital. That's good. That's good. Here's old Wild Bill Larson. Good morning, Bill. Hope you're doing well. Hope everything's good in Plainfield, Indiana. All righty. Well, we got a nice little crowd here this morning. There's the Rockster coming in to check out what's going on out there in the window. Fat Jack? Oh, yeah, he's right here. I thought he was on this side. He's all sprawled out here. My big old boys. Anyway, I wanted to do a little public service announcement, because I know there's a lot of CNC folks that watch the coffee sessions, and I appreciate every one of you, but I want to give a little public service announcement here. We just finished up last month the 4th annual Gatton CNC Christmas Challenge. So I just wanted to remind everybody that today, January 16th, there are now 316 days until the official kickoff, until Black Friday. And you have 343 days until the deadline. So there you go. I'm giving you plenty of time to get a project done. So many people say, oh, I'd like to do one, but I just don't have time. You don't have to do the project in that little short time frame. You can do it ahead of time, shoot the video, and just send me the video when it's going on. So anyway, plenty of time. So there you go. There's my public service announcement from the Christmas challenge. Ryan Ballard says, Dave, I have decided that the worst part about doing videos for YouTube is editing. It takes forever. Yeah, and I bet you pretty much every single person that's ever shot a video to post on YouTube would agree with that. If you notice, I think the last time I shot a video, now I'm not counting these live streams because they don't count. I just come in here, sit down, push the button and talk, and boom, you got a little video. So these are easy. But I think the last time I shot an actual video, I think was in October. I think it was something about the Ox Laser, I think. And I'm going to step up my game. I got a lot of big plans for 2020, and I know we're already 2 weeks into it, and I still haven't put a video out yet. But I'm going to. In fact, I hope you'll see a lot of them. But Javi says only 343 till the deadline. Darn, I better get started today. Yeah. Plenty of excuses, or plenty of notice, no excuses. Yep, that's right, Troy. Yeah, I probably could have started talking about it on the day after, and there would still be people that, when it comes down to it, would go, "Oh man, I wish I'd had more time." But yeah. Ryan says, I did get a microphone yesterday. That's good. You don't have to have, since you're talking about YouTube videos, let me see if I can. Yeah, here it is right here. When I first, I guess we'll do this as a Throwback Thursday deal. When I first started doing YouTube videos, and I've had a YouTube channel a really long time, since 2007 is when I got a YouTube channel. But I didn't really put much on it. I didn't think about being a YouTuber or anything like that. And then when I finally, I got to watching all these videos, and I'm thinking, you know what? You'd watch somebody and they'd build something, shoot a video, and you think, you know what? I could do that because I'm out here building stuff anyway. How much trouble could it be to set a camera up? So I don't know if you guys remember these. Let me put my glasses on so I can read stuff, I guess. This is what's called a flip video. I don't think they make these anymore. But as you can see, it's a really compact camera. It had a 1/4-20 thing here where you could screw it to the thing on a tripod. And it was real complicated to operate, as you can see, because it's got one button. So it was perfect for me, because I used to set this up, and it has like a little bitty viewfinder thing here, screen, so you can kind of see if you're in the shot and stuff like that. I'd hit that red button, walk around in front of the camera, do what I'm going to do, talk or show what I'm working on, come back, hit the red button to stop it. So A lot of folks say, well, I'd like to do YouTube videos, but I just don't, I can't afford all the camera. You don't really need much. Most people, when they start out, I think, use their cell phones, and the cameras on cell phones are really good these days. So, you can use a free movie editor. You don't have to be fancy to get started. But yeah, so welcome to YouTube land, Ryan. I know you've had a channel a while because you've done challenges and stuff, but um, yeah, it's fun to do that stuff. Sometimes you just don't, if it gets to being a job, just uh, slow down and take a deep breath, you know. But yeah, microphones are probably, a lot of people will tell you microphones are probably more important, or audio is more important than the video. People might forgive a little crappy video, but if they can't understand what you're saying because your audio is crummy, they'll let you know it right quick. You can go back and, like I said, I started doing the, I had the YouTube channel since 2007, but I consider me starting in as being a YouTuber in, I think it was April something of 2012, I think it was 2012. And anyway, you go back and look at my early videos, and I'm out in my shop. It's hot. I live in Georgia. It's 100 degrees outside, so I've got a window unit AC running, and people would gripe about the noise from that. And I'm like, you know what? This is a shop. It's not a studio. So, but yeah, the audio is really important. They got to be able to hear you. So you got a $12 mic. So you're you're doing good, buddy. You're doing good. Dave says, what editing software do you use? I use, for the most part, the free stuff that comes with Windows. What is it called? Movie Maker, I think. Live Movie Maker or something like that. And I don't think it comes with it anymore, but I think it's still out there. You can get it if you want it. But there's also some stuff that's called Windows Movie Maker, but in fact, I'm looking at the icon right now and it pops up. It says Win Movie Maker, but it's done by a third party. It's really MovieZilla, and it is a little more sophisticated than the free Movie Maker, but it's also really simple. I bought, what is it called? Sony Vegas Movie Studio or stuff like that. And that stuff was just too fancy for me. Because one, I don't shoot videos often, that often. And so every time I'd shoot a video and I'd bring the clips in and I'd try to use that, and I'm thinking, well, I'm going to get fancy this time. And I'm like, man, this is just taking too long. I don't have that kind of time. So I just do it. I mean, and it probably, you can tell from my videos, there's nothing fancy about them. It is what it is. Keep it simple. That's my motto. The old KISS theory. Ryan says, once I start editing one, I don't want to stop until it's finished. Yeah, that's why I am. And I don't think like I said, on most things, I don't care how much video it is. It don't take me but about 30 minutes to edit. I always see people talk about, man, I take 8 hours editing this thing, and, okay, you can spend that much time if you want, but I'm not going to. I'm just not. Sorry. It shows in a lot of my videos, but I can't wait to see what you put out, Ryan. Looking forward to it. Javi says, George Lucas quote, sound and music are 50% of the entertainment in a movie. Yep. Joanne McPhee says, good morning from Cornwall, Ontario. Good morning to you, Joanne. Good to see you here. Jerry Cooper's from morning from Dunnville, Canada. All right, we got the Canadians coming to the coffee sessions this morning. That's good. Dave says, I just want something with an easy learning curve to get started. Probably Movie Maker, or, if anybody else knows another one of the free ones, post it in here. But I think, Movie Maker, especially the older one that came with it, is so simple. Yeah, it's limited. You can't do, with the old Movie Maker, you can't do like a picture in picture and stuff like that, which is popular for a lot of things people like to do. But you can do that on the newer one. And I should say that the newer one is not totally free. The one that I said was by Moviezilla. It's a free download, and then you can try it. But when you do video, it puts a huge watermark on it, which obviously you're not going to want. But it's only $29.99. So for $30, it's really good. It's way better than the regular Movie Maker, the free one. And it's not near as complicated as some of those other packages. I've also had Power Director. That's came on some laptops and stuff that I bought. And it's kind of like the Studio Platinum thing. It's just a little too complicated. Okay. He says, my name is Dwayne and I'm on my wife's tablet. Okay. All right. So I'm going to go out on a limb here and say your wife's name is Joanne. Welcome, Dwayne. Welcome to the coffee sessions. Good morning from Estero, Florida, 68 degrees, says Hitch Hamilton. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you on here. Yeah, I was watching the news. You've heard me gripe about the all the phone calls I get that are scammers or robocalls or all that stuff. I saw a thing on the news this morning where of course, Congress is going to act like they're going to be able to do anything, but they say that robocalls are up 22% to, get this, 58.5 billion with a B, 58.5 billion. I don't know who sits around and counts all those, but man, that's a lot of robocalls. I think I got about a third of them myself. I don't know. But anyhow, I don't know. I keep talking about that little Hiya app that I use that works great. For those of you who just joined, it's Hiya, Hiya. My buddy Javi told me about it, and I got it, and I love it. Works great. But I always wonder if sooner or later there's going to be a limit on how many numbers I block. But I've been doing it ever since he told me about it. That's the problem I ran into with my phone when I was using the stuff built in. How you can put a number in a block list or something. I don't think they call it a block list, but whatever it's called. But after a while you get it full and it won't let you do it anymore. So that's when Javi told me about that app, and works great. So far I haven't run, because as soon as I get one, I never answer the phone. That's the trick. Don't ever answer the phone if you don't know who it is. And then if they don't leave a message, or if they, a lot of times they're getting, I won't say smarter, but they're getting where when it goes to the voicemail, and then it makes me have to check the voicemail, and all it is just silence. So I just immediately go and put them on the block them. But doesn't do any good. They just use a different number. Another thing I want to tell you all about, I'm a fan, and let me just say right off, I'm in no way affiliated with this company, so I don't make a dime by saying this. I'm just a proud American, and always like to tell folks about the All American Clothing Company. That's how I stay looking so awesome, as I wear all their clothes. But I just got an email right before I went live here at 8:43 a.m. And this is why I wanted to share this with y'all. They're having having a white sale, 20% off all bedding. And what's amazing to that is I've been buying their clothes for years. I didn't know they did bedding. That must be something new. And I could use some more sheets and stuff. So yours truly is going to go check them out after the coffee sessions. So it just come up. Anyway, there you go. All American Clothing Company, 20% off bedding. And again, I'm not connected with that company in any way. I just try to buy American when I can. Another big thing in the news. Well, it's not really a big thing to me, but it's in the news. Atlanta built a new stadium for the Braves. I don't know, 2 or 3 years ago, I guess. And it was called, you know how they do, all these stadiums do this, and this is a kind of a pet peeve of mine, where instead of just building a stadium and call it, the Atlanta Stadium or the Brave Stadium or whatever, they sell off, somebody's got a bunch of money, they can pay the money and they get the right to name it. So, and all of them do that all over the country. There'll be a game come on and the announcer will say, yeah, we're at such and such stadium. And I'm like, where in the heck is that? But it's the same stadium they've been playing in. It's just somebody else bought the naming rights. So, but anyway, after it was first built, SunTrust, which is a bank, got the naming rights. So it was, some people called it Brave Stadium. Other people, the sign out front said SunTrust Stadium. Well, SunTrust and the BB&T Bank did it merged, and so they had to come up with some kind of new name. And then they decided the name of their new bank was going to be Truist, Truist. Okay. So that's the name of the bank. Well, then they made this big deal, like the name of SunTrust Park, the ball field, was going to change names. And they had like this live they were doing on TV and on social media and all this stuff. And they had these different speakers and they just kept going on. And I was watching some of it and all the people were going, just shut up and tell us the name of the stadium. And of course, when it was all over with, what was the name of the stadium? Truist Park. It's like they hype it up and I'm like, oh, big deal. But yeah, I think it should have been like Bobby Cox Stadium or Bobby Cox Field or Bobby Cox Park or Hank Aaron or, name it after something, worth something. But Truist Park is the name. I don't get that stuff, selling naming right. I mean, everything's about the money these days. It's pretty bad. All right, I think I'm missing a few comments here. Let me back up here a little bit. Dwayne, aka Joanne, says, nice guitars, I play banjo. They're not really all that cool. They're just, that one right there is just a cheap, what's it called? Fender, Squire Strat. Yeah, Squire is what I was trying to think of. And I don't really play. I know a few chords and stuff. I've tried to teach myself to play guitar off and on for probably 40 years, and I'm still no good at it. But yeah, so I got that. And all these other ones are just little cigar box, cigar type. I mean, obviously you can see the body on this one. It's not a box, but since I have a CNC, I make my own custom bodies. So there's that. All right. It says I use Hiya and Truecaller. Good. Hobby says 72 here in Miami with a Gatton blue sky and no clouds. Great day outside. It's a shame the summers here are in the 90s. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Dave says, thanks, Ryan. I will probably use my DJI Osmo Pocket to film with. Okay. That'll work too. Terry said he had to block his own hijack phone number. Yeah. Well, I get all kinds of calls that, I guess they make you think you're going to answer it quicker or something, but it'll have the same area code and the same middle three numbers, and then different last four numbers. But it doesn't make any difference. I have, I really can tell from the other room whether I need to go answer the phone or not, because anybody, and I have very few people that call me that I will actually answer the phone. So anybody that's in my phone I know I want to talk to them, has a special ringtone just for them. So the two or three people that call me, when I hear that song, I'm like, oh yeah, that's my buddy Jim. So anybody else, if it just rings, I know they're not anybody I need to talk to. So I don't even budge and get out of the chair when I hear that. Some of these companies call in the middle of the night, let it ring once, and trick you into calling them back, figuring there's an emergency or something. Yeah. Yeah, I know some of them try that. Troy says thumbs up on the All-American. Yeah. I wonder if any of y'all have actually, because I've talked about that company off and on a few times. I'm wondering if anybody's ever actually gone and checked them out. If you have, let me know what you think. Or maybe tell me if you bought something. That'd be good. Stadium face is better. Yeah. Anything would be better than Truist Park after some stupid bank. And in a few years, a year or two, they'll merge or break up or something, and then they'll change it again. Dixon Hoffman says new updates on the iPhone make the calls go right to voicemail. Awesome. Okay. Mine end up there anyway because I just don't answer. Dave says, got to get. Great show. Lots of fans. Leave a thumbs up on the way out. Good info. See you tomorrow. Dave, Hobby, Troy, Janet, Ryan, and everyone out there. And bye. Yeah, we got a few regulars here. He mentioned most of them there. Jim Senecola, we must have been too loud. We woke him up. Look at there. Good morning, Jim. How you doing? Yeah, it's almost, my timer's almost up, and I forgot to hit it, but I see that I've been on here about 30 minutes. But, all right, there you go. Just to recap, 343 days till the deadline for the next Gatton CNC challenge. Get out there and get it. All right, I'm going to get out of here, guys. Thank y'all. I really appreciate the thumbs up. Y'all been hitting it over there on the YouTubes. I appreciate that. And y'all get out there and have a great Thursday. If you're not doing anything tomorrow morning, come on back. We'll all meet here about 9 o'clock. Bring your coffee, and we'll do this again. Tomorrow will be the 75th coffee session. So, Lord willing, and the creek don't rise. So, everybody have a good one. We will see you all tomorrow morning. Take care, everybody.